Big up, the bitch is fat. That being said, okay. Now guys, let's talk about your ego. Now you've been doing the same shit since Evo. You've been taking L's, man, it ain't even close. Your whole YouTube career is a joke. ESP tries it, you never tried the rope. All the copium you're using to cope. Look at your wife, man, she needs to elope. You're a slope-faced alcoholic and you need help. Second of all, man, your career is a disgrace. A decade of failure, early start, yet you lost the race. Last place, level 1, run, rabbit, run. Better yet, do us a favor, suck the barrel of a gun. Yeah, clowning on the guy like it's going out of fashion. Eating pig stop every morning, noon and night, missing Ashton. They snaked me, I snaked them. 8 months with a plan. Took an L from Rich, cause you couldn't admit that Triple P, I call him Triple P, made you his little piggy bitch. She's fat, the bitch is fat, and all you do is laugh. Cared more about pedo filth than your horse, that's sad. Need a forklift to fuck this bitch, that make you mad that she'd rather stuff her face and bounce on Tyrone's lap. Pretend you got that thick skin, that you're a tough nut to crack. You'll never be a man, you're just another 220 on the map.
Look who's back, back again. Dave is back, tell Brian. Now everyone report to the chill stream, come tip me. Now everyone reports house Twitter clip. Alright, stop.
Okay.
It's gonna time. Come in, you computer, on my lap. Guess who's back and here to talk scat? And I don't mean scatters. In a new case of my son Derek Gibbs Gooner rape. Hell, my bad. The king's got a brand new purple pad. What else could I possibly do to hype Chad? I done played with everyone but Fat Cat. That's not a stab at Subaru, no restraining order. I'm a chill dude, maybe too much with explanations. I'm just ready for instant gratification. Mouse grab, click diddle-diddle-ling. Mask up Paul Hogan's while on stream, so down from the rafters. I'm all fessed up now, successful move of the goalpost. Nobody's gonna care, just do it. Need to do a throat clear, it's okay. Oops, could I buy a dumb kid? Cause everyone just heard my nasal drip. Now I'm gonna get so mad, blame the lag. There's no super chat. Oops, I mean fun, it's not fun. Guys, you know I don't suck. Oh no, I'm losing.
How could you kill me?
Excuses.
That literally never happened.
Talk crazy.
You dumb fuck to Treyarch.
I wage grit.
I'm not playing
Let's do
anymore.
Q&A.
Thursday, it's my off day, commodity, shopping at Safeway, up until Wednesday, till out of nowhere, every day I worry and sway, cruising on the freeway, there was red tea-lay, got a new tire, factory version, Street Fighter 6 on my brain, but I know that when I play it, Kate's gonna tell me that, but excuse me there, I don't mean to sound like I'm new, but I've never played VR, I'm just a noob, could you tell me where the hell the waiting room is?
Right behind you, idiot.
I should slap that kid. Now what's your name, dude? Come over here.
Oh, hey, Phil, I thought you were queer.
Rich! Oh no, my ears! I lock my hetero fears now, guys! Now I'm gonna get so mad, talk some trash, probably button mash. Oops, I'm in drop, input drop. Guys, you know rollback sucks. Oh no, I'm losing.
Oh my fucking god!
Keep losing.
Fuck this fucking game!
Oh, crazy.
Literally no skill.
There's no stakes, but Necco mechanics.
Sunday, but I'm cancelled, demonetized, I don't know what happened, they say I was running and shooting down the hall, screaming,
Hello, Drew.
I'm not sorry, I did nothing wrong, that was just a character like concern. They said save it, Dave, we got you on tape, telling all you did to fans to click on the ads. Now this is the part where I'm about to blow. Feels real intense cause support is low. I'm wondering why we haven't hit the goal. The street that isn't on the track to start to troll. We snap back to reality, what is up though? Yeah, we didn't hit the goal, so we can do that. Now my chubby waffles gotta cook, but I ain't doing any co-op with Hug and the boys from Kino. Casino, gonna need to show his shredded body low. White girls, black, skinny girls, fat white, big boys, more ski. I'm scared of people. Everyone report to the chill stream. Gonna interview Keen for all my self-esteem. Then show love with all your bucks. I'll go.
If someone gets us to the 150 right now, I'll go to the wide angle cam, and I'll show you my feet.
Now I'm gonna make you tip, supports dip, Dino Rock and dip. Oops, I'm in dance, where's my fan?
Stop standing 220.
Oh no, I'm losing.
Please support the stream today.
Start coping,
Zero contribution.
and seething.
The streak is over.
I'm filtered,
You lazy
fuck Steve
fox.
can be in.
Son of a bitch.
Please come help me, don't come to me. Please no officer with me. Don't speak to bros, I think
Philip, how long are you gonna keep teasing me like this? It's like either shit or get off the pot. Like, I'll be here. I've been here.
What is up, everybody? This has just been too much fun. Oh my god. There's nothing that really tickled me quite as much as the not the second track that actually referenced me. The first track, the second suck the barrel of a gun. Like, that's my winner for King of the Ring, hands down. And yeah, Meerkat did me dirty, man. He voted the track I wanted. He voted it a 5. Everybody else gave it a 6, and it didn't get its replay. I was quite upset about that. It was not so happy. But no, I'm kidding. Meerkat's good people. What is up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Shorter stream today. Yeah, shorter stream, and bad news, no Friday stream this week. Real life events, correct? Yeah. So yeah, won't be a Friday stream. It's going to be a shorter stream this week. Maybe I'll get a video out. Who the fuck knows? Morgana sent a random funny video. All right, let's see when it is. Hold on. Well, first I got to get the freaking bit up. What? Wait, where's my video? Hold on. What? Hold on. Back up. God, what am I doing here? Okay, here we go. Which scream is real?
Montez Ford's on the scene! 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 Montez Ford's on the scene!
What the fuck, man? Also, headphone warning, apparently. But no, yeah, none of that. Anyway, I only have 4 today in like a total of like 40 minutes in total. So, yeah, there's no need to join the chat. No one needs to be here. I mean, no one needs to actually watch the stream, technically. True story. You guys could just be gone. You could be upvoting Phil's. Oh my God, King Jad, please forgive me. You could be upvoting King Jad's bingo and getting him closer to the goal, you guys. Speaking of the goal, which we totally have here. I mean, we technically do have a goal, but as you see, it goes from 160 to 161 because I started streaming. Also, blood for the blood gods! Oh yeah, we made it to 161. By the way, I had an absolute blast on the 160 stream. Started off with, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough games to give out, even though we spent 160 some odd fucking dollars. And then by the end of it, I'm like, God, here's my fucking codes. I can't keep doing this. It was amazing. I loved it. I've been hearing that the pre-cum piss cast today has been pretty terrible, so we'll probably stick around with the just regular old shenanigans we got today. But there is some secret good news that only the 43 of you that are here will be privy to. At some point, I'm going to get to give away 10 memberships because it's the start of a new month. And despite what Phil says, the lying sack of shit that he is, the only hindrance to giving the free memberships out is that you can't do it from the studio. You have to actually watch your own stream and use that chat. Otherwise it won't work. If I use the chat that I normally type in from my studio, I don't get the option to gift out the memberships. But if I watch my stream and that chat, I get to give out 10 memberships. So I'm going to get to give out 10 memberships.
I have received.
Dr. Detractor, 12 months, full year. Oh, it's our anniversary, you guys. It's Dr. Detractor's and mine anniversary. Well, shit, what's first year? Is it wood? Is the first year wood? I forget what the first year is supposed to be. Is it paper? I don't remember, but happy anniversary, Dr. Detractor. Shiny clicky things. Any fun ideas for hair color? gorgeous. I would go with the gorgeous hair color. That's what I would go with. But I would support anything. Yeah, purple. I'm a big fan of purple. K-State Wildcat fan right here. So that's what I would do. PTSP. Get more than $1,850 on one stream. Only get $30 on one stream. Wage quit the gay. Yes. The husband reply. Yes. Wait, are we married? When did that happen? Did I go to a court ceremony I don't know about? Am I going to have to pay alimony when you inevitably leave me? What the fuck, man? How did this happen? Who let me get drunk in Vegas? Holy shit. Anyway. Yeah. There we go, Dapper. See, he knows. He already knows. No, but we're going to go through these last like 48 hours, 48 hours have been insufferable, and I want to go through it. So that's what we're doing. And then if anything else pops out, we'll go ahead and take a gander at it. But for now, we'll start with what we got here. I did a Triple H taking Stephanie to a drive-through Vegas marriage thing. There was Elvis and everything. Oh yeah, those are actual weddings. Those are things. Yeah. What can I say? Apparently the bourbon was flowing. I don't know. She got me all liquored up, and she had her way with me, and apparently I don't remember it. I don't know. Anywho, let's get the playback speed away from 1x and let's go to 1.25. This one is DSP starts the work week by coping off of not being a million sub YouTube channel. I wanted to cover this one. I've seen a little bit of it, not the whole thing, but I wanted to cover it. Yeah, I know, paying child support for 45 years. Well, I mean, wait, do I have a kid? Now I'm confused. So not only did she get here from not Sweden, Danish, Denmark? Denmark. Yes. No. Yes. No. No. Yes. No. But then somehow I fathered a child. Now I have child support. I mean, I don't know how that all happened. Apparently the booze was just a flowing. But let's go. Dr. Detractor, thank you for being a member of the Neophytes for a year. That's what I've been trying to get at this whole time. It's just saying thank you for being a member of the Neophytes for the year. How the fuck did we get on this tangent? Jesus Christ, let's go.
Explain this upcoming marathon, because there's stuff I'm going to be doing during the marathon that just got determined that I want to let you know. I think you guys are going to be very excited to find out what exactly we're doing.
Can somebody explain to me why the fuck he is wearing the Fisher-Price town map? You know what I'm talking about? Like it's a carpet, and like kids can like drive their little Hot Wheels cars on it, and that's what it looks like. That's what it reminds me of. And his shirt is just like the water. You know, does anybody know what I'm talking about? Because that's the vibe I'm getting right now.
Before we get to that, welcome everyone. I hope that you are all having a great weekend. I'm having a great one. Yesterday, I spent the entire day with my wife out. We were not home for the vast majority of
You spent the time out. You didn't eat. Never mind.
Day. We were out and about restocking the house because we actually have been behind on being able to like go out and do stuff. So we were out of like all the stuff, all the commodities,
Please do not tell me that you're going to say you were out of toilet paper, because I don't need to think about that.
Like paper towels and stuff like that.
Yeah, a Playmobil playset. That's what it was.
We had a big shopping trip together, but we also kind of stocked up on other fun stuff. It wasn't just,
Hold up. What?
We were out of like all the stuff, all the commodities, like paper towels and stuff like that. We had a big shopping trip together.
I caught that part. Paper towels. We were out of commodities. Caught all that. Not a problem there.
But we also kind of stocked up on other fun stuff.
The fuck is other fun stuff? The fuck is that? What is fun stuff? What is it? I am racking my brain right now of what it could be. And that's the thing. People are going to be saying toys and lube and stuff like that. And the man is asexual. I refuse to believe that they went to a sex shop and got crazy shit, right? So I am trying to put myself in Phil's shoes, which apparently are designed for epic calves. What fun stuff? Snack pizzas? Come. I don't know. I have no idea, and it's gonna bother me for quite a while.
It wasn't just, boring stuff. There was some shopping to be done, and good time. We had a good meal out. We went to this place where we got these awesome little pretzel bites fresh out of their oven.
Did you really go to Auntie Annie's and flex like it was a gourmet experience? Like you went to a Michelin guidebook restaurant or some shit like that?
Dipping these various sauces like mustard and cheese, and then
That is exactly what happened. They went to a fucking Auntie Annie's and ate pretzels out of mustard and cheese. Jesus Christ. The $7 combo was the special event of their fucking day.
I got like a little personal pizza that they baked in their oven there. That was really good. Good stuff yesterday. It was a great day. And the only bummer was the weather didn't really agree. It was rainy all day. But the day off was superb. Like, we actually had a nice, fun day out together, which we've been wanting to do for a long time. And it was a very good one. It was
if only you could do that multiple days because you got $1,850 in a single fucking oh shit, that's right. You had your Scopely payments to make. Forgot about that. Sorry everyone. Sorry. He can't take a day off. We had Scopely payments to make.
a very fun, chill day. We spent some time at home with Jasper after the fact when we got home, and that was really nice. So great day off. Really excellent day off. Didn't have a moment to really do much because we were out almost all day. And by the time we got home, we were pooped. But it was a great one, okay?
I'll count it.
I'm a scat man.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, now I'm back. And it is
No one cares.
time. First of all, let's talk about June and the setup. As you can see, I have refreshed the background. I went back to the blue panels instead of the black.
Oh boy, it's the Sonic the Hedgehog / hairline panels. Hooray. What's up, Coyote Briggs?
These blue panels do reflect my lighting a lot better. Although I would admit the blue panels don't necessarily look good with all colors, but I do like look how they catch the light, right?
No one else talks like this. Even Kino Casino that run multiple backgrounds and multiple holiday themes, they don't even talk about it. Only Phil.
Pretty really nice with the RGBs. So there's something behind me you guys have never actually seen on set.
Actually, we have. I know what he's going to talk about, and it's been in camera. It's been in frame multiple times.
I've very briefly over the years shown this to you, only in glimpses or for a second on camera, and then I kind of just put it away. What I have right here, ladies and gentlemen, which you may not even recognize because it's so old.
It is a YouTube button. Okay, the icon has not really changed ever. As a matter of fact, I can actually see the no red of YouTube from this piss poor resolution and 3 feet away from my monitor. I can see it. It's less than the size of a dime, and I can see it's a YouTube button, Phil.
Is the original version.
Which, of course, is the best version. And why is it the best version? Because Phil has it. By the way, fun fact. If Phil has it and it's the newest version, right? Like, he had the newest play button. That would be the best because it's newer, correct? Or it would be engraved, or it would have better glass, or it would have better plastic, right? But that's only if he had the new one. He doesn't have the new one, so he has the old one. And now that Phil has the old one, it's better, you see. And the reason it's better is because it's vintage, or it's built better. They don't make them like they used to, or insert fucking reason here. There's actually a bias. I don't know if it's called ownership bias, brand bias, but what it is if I own it, it's better. That's an actual thing. If somebody was an absolute Chevy hater, right? But they got a Chevy willed to them, right? There is an actual bias that after a period of time, they may be more inclined to be like, Chevy is awesome because they got a Chevy and they own a Chevy, or they have ownership of a Chevy. That is Phil through and through. Whatever he has is the best. And whatever everybody else has is fucking terrible.
Of the YouTube play button. This is the first one that ever released. That's how old school of a YouTuber I am. That this was the OG version, the original one before they changed it, and then they had a second version. And
by the way, I mentioned this on Twitter. I'd show it too. I might have it in my background once or twice, right? Well, not once or twice. I probably would have it probably once a year. I'd throw if I ever got one, not that I'm going to get one, just making fun of Phil. But I'd throw a YouTube button in the background if I ever did a face reveal and I had a YouTube button. That's kind of cool, right? I don't have an issue with him showing it. I have an issue with this cope session. That's what I have an issue with.
Version that was a different color, and then they redid it, and then it came out, now it's all completely different. I think they're on like the 3rd version now. But this was the actual original YouTube play button from 2010. Okay. And I've had this on my wall hanging up off camera pretty much ever since I moved here.
Which I don't have an issue with either. It's this bullshit about he's a victim that I don't know. Somebody said he's trying to dissuade the virality of his Doom bullshit and his Night Rain bullshit by being like, no, I'm actually a person on the internet. See, I have a play button. And I don't know how, like, as I'm listening to it, that's starting to make sense. But I don't know. I don't see him being a tactician enough to actually run that gamut. Like, he just doesn't have the brain power. Does that, I don't know if I'm making sense there.
Before then, no lie, it was in a closet in a box. And you might say, wait a minute.
No, it wasn't. It was always on your fucking wall, you lying sack of shit. We saw it when you were putting up the panels. Don't lie.
Isn't that a big accomplishment? Well, yeah, it says right here, YouTube DSP Gaming. Congratulations for surpassing 100,000.
What's up, Lord DS? How you doing, bud?
Subscribers. That's what the original YouTube play button was for. So you might say, why didn't I ever talk about it? Why didn't I have it like out in front of everything as like a, an accomplishment? It's very simple. Back in the day, YouTube was very different, okay? YouTube, for some very bizarre reason, judged success off of how many subscribers you had.
Okay.
Rather than actually how many people watched your content.
I'm sorry, I'm pausing here for a sec. I don't understand. But did they ever? No, it's always been that way. It's always been, the button's always been subs. It doesn't matter if it was the 2nd gen, 3rd gen, 1st gen, it's always been subscribers.
I'm not kidding. Like, they would rank channels by number of subs rather than number of views.
Right. And?
Back in the day, on some of my best months, okay, I used to get probably around 15 million views. All right.
And?
On my best months. On average, I would get between somewhere like 8 to 10 million views a month.
Okay.
Right? That was more views than the vast majority of my competition on.
Hey, congratulations, Zombie Fan! Hold up. We got to pause for this. So shut the fuck up, Phil. No one gives a shit about you. Zombie Fan says, I am now a YouTube partner. Got accepted into it Monday. Zombie Fan, congratulations, man. Huge accomplishment. I know some people that did for me, they were like, what, you got 1,000 fucking subs, who gives a shit? Shut the fuck up. Anybody who says, oh, you got 1,000 subs, who gives a shit? Shut the fuck up. The man got into the YouTube partner program. Way to fucking go, my dude. Congratulations. Keep at it. Let me know when you're fucking streaming and shit, and I'll try and, stop by and throw you a super chat or some shit. Or join your membership or something. I don't know. Who knows? Let's find out.
On YouTube. I was regularly ranked in the top 10 gaming channels, and sometimes even in the top 10 channels on YouTube if it was a big gaming day and there was a new release.
Yes, and I have a fucking bronze award from the International Association of Chiefs of Police, the Officer of the Year award for 2015, Novice of the Year award for handgun, and multiple citations and accommodations based off my casework. Okay? No one gives a shit, Phil. They're nice to have in my office. They are nice story pieces if somebody comes to visit. Literally, no one else cares.
My channel would get more views than most channels on YouTube back then. Now, that's not an exaggeration. People can go check it if they want. My channel was actually that big at one point. Those days are long gone and in the
Right, so stop talking about them. Stop living in the past. Build your next set of accomplishments. My next set of accomplishments, I'm hoping, is to turn the fucking software product that I'm product owner of out of being an absolute shit pile into a viable and really good product. That's my goal right now, Phil. All the shit that happened in the past, all the things that I have, they're nice to have. They're great story pieces. If I were to try to coast off that shit, I'd be fucked.
past. But the funny part about it was people wouldn't subscribe to my channel. You're getting 10 to 15 million views a month and people don't subscribe. Why did you only have 100,000 subscribers? Because the way YouTube works, which still to this day, apparently this is the case, if you subscribe to someone on YouTube, YouTube will spam your inbox of videos with all the uploads that that person uploads in a day.
Right. You were trying to whore yourself. And don't get me wrong. I'm the first one to say it, right? Oh. I'm sorry. I'll shut up, Soul. Jesus Christ. Soul the Kaiju, thank you for the 5. Says he's getting how he was laid back in the day, confused with YouTube recognition. He used to pay by view. Also sent you a vid in Discord stream ideas. Fuck! Hold on. My Discord is not where it normally would be. Hold on here real quick. X-Shot Insanity Tank Battle? Is that the one you're talking about, buddy? Let's find out. Nope. Oh no. Soul! Brother! How do you not know? How do you...
Oh, hi there, Kettle. Name's Potts. Have we met?
That's on my soundboard, dog! What are you talking about? Have you been here 5 minutes? What you talking about, dude? Hold on, now I gotta... this actually looks cool. Hold on, shut up, Phil. No one gives a shit. Don't worry, it's a short. Oh, no. Oh,
This
okay.
house is like a war zone. Barricade the door. Clones, BG. I just can't keep up, man. No.
10 out of 10 would purchase.
Bro, you got clones after you too? You know you can help me defeat them with that tank of yours. Shit!
Someone's having a bad day.
That just screams good dad to me. That's all it screams. I like it.
From what I'm to understand, there's a switch that you can turn it off and on so it doesn't flood your inbox. But the vast majority of people...
That's what I was going to say. Sorry. Hold
now,
on.
from what I'm to understand, there's a switch that you can turn it off and on.
Not that.
With all the uploads that that person uploads in a day. Now, from what I'm...
That's what it was. Okay. Phil is going to be like, I was such a hard worker. I worked so hard to put out so many videos. And I'm going to critique him here, even though I've said it in the past. Daddy's a whore. Okay. So I get being whorish. Like, but dude, you got to stand on your whore status. Okay. I would have 10 times more respect for Phil if he were to be like, look, here's the deal. If I put out 15 videos, I got a fuck ton more views, and that meant a fuck ton more money. And guess what? Daddy likes money. So Daddy put out 15 videos a day to get money. What did that do? Well, the trade-off was I didn't get as many subs. That kind of sucks, but bleh. End of story, right? I'd be okay with that. No issue with it whatsoever. That's not the story we're about to get. No.
to understand there's a switch that you can turn it off and on so it doesn't flood your inbox. But the vast majority of people who use YouTube don't know enough about it or care. All they know is they hit subscribe and then they would get flooded with my videos. You might say, well, why is that different for your channel over others? Most YouTubers back in the day...
I will have to add that. They speak English and what?
most put out one video a day. And I don't mean one 1 hour video. No, I mean one 10-minute video a day. That was the formula for YouTube back in the day. One video, 10 minutes a day.
Yes, and it was because they were trying to polish and refine and make that 10-minute video be a shining example of their content. Not a turd.
I was putting out...
Here we go.
8+ hours of footage a day.
There it is. So 48 videos a day, right? 6 10-minute videos per hour times 8, 6 times 8, 48. 48 fucking videos.
And if you do the math, since it was 10-minute long videos, that's all that was allowed on YouTube. You're talking anywhere from 20 to 40 videos a day.
You said 8 hours. That's 48. There's no 20 to 40. That's 48.
Potentially. It was a ton. And people basically said, well, this sucks. Because if I subscribe to DSP Gaming, I get to see all the videos in my inbox, but now my inbox is literally only DSP Gaming. I can't see any other videos. So no one would subscribe to my channel. I mean, 100,000 subscribers when I was getting 10 to 15 million views a month. I think that speaks volumes. So,
yeah, I do too. I really do. I think people would watch you and be like, yeah, no, he's kind of funny for 5 minutes, but then I kind of want him to shut the fuck up. And trust me, brother, I know how that is. I 100%, because people have told me, don't get me wrong, bro. You're a good hang. You're a good dude, but seriously, sometimes you're just a bit much. and I need to not be around you. I'm like, fuck. First of all, ow, my pride. Second, fuck, man, thanks for the honesty, I guess.
So what's hilarious about it back in the day was that literally YouTube would judge channels and say, this channel just hit a milestone of subs. This channel hit a milestone of subs. And people will come to my channel and be like, Phil, why does no one sub to your channel? You know, you get so many views and people know of you in the gaming space, but it's weird that you don't have subs like all the other big channels. I said, because I actually work hard.
Yeah, that was fun. Good night, everybody.
Because I put out more content than literally anyone else out there. No one will subscribe to my channel because it's a YouTube functionality issue. It's not me. Tons of people told me back in the day I would definitely subscribe.
Did they? Did they? Judges? Judges, hold on. The judges are signaling me. We have a rule violation. Hold on. What? Y'all, we have a rule violation. Let's hear it.
You've reached your limit on talking. Shut the fuck up.
I am sorry, Phil. That's from the judges. I'm afraid they're going to need you to go ahead and shut the fuck up. Especially, what was it? Was it about being a success, like having 100,000 views? No, that was fine. Was it about working hard? It was about working hard. I see. I'm sorry. Phil, you're going to have to shut the fuck up.
Right? I should have over 1 million subs. I was getting...
Fucking what?
Back in the day, I would definitely subscribe. By rights...
By rights?
I should have over 1 million subs.
You entitled fucking twat. What do you mean by rights you should have 1 million subs? Here, let me explain to you how somebody gets a subscriber, right? They cause a human being, you know what those are, right? Not your horse, but you cause a human being to click a button that says subscribe. You have to have 1 million people do that. That is, boom. That's who has rights to have 1 million subs. That didn't happen for you, Phil. So no, by rights, you don't get to have 1 million subs. Go fuck yourself.
I was getting more views than million sub YouTubers, but no one would subscribe to my channel.
Phil's a victim.
You see? So all these schlubs out there today who have 1 million subs, like, they're not even pulling in anything like what I used to do back in the day. And again, this is not a brag. I'm just...
Yeah, guys, it's not a brag. It's a humble brag. Come on now, guys. I am not bragging about my Lamborghini or my Aston Martin or my G6 plane or my $500,000 salary. It just sounds like I am, but I'm not. I'm not. Really, you can trust me. Vaporware, thank you for the 5. Tons of people are always telling Phil stuff while his views have followed a consistent downward trend ever since the competition caught up and lapped him. Hold on, Phil's. Tons of people are always telling Phil stuff while his views have followed a constant downward trend ever since the competition caught up and lapped him. Yeah, that's pretty much when it happened. As competition, and again, I've brought him up in the past, and y'all are going to start saying I'm dick riding for the guy eventually, or for both of these guys, actually. Doug and Fleekazoid, right? Been around for much less time than Phil and are bodying him in view counts, entertainment value, and they cover a variety of fucking topics. But here's Phil, fucking Al Bundy, and you know, guys, one day I threw 4 touchdowns against this one team that was really well. It was now I sell shoes. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. I have more respect for Al Bundy because he got a job. He went and he goes and sells shoes.
Explaining when I got this, it was so not meaningful to me because I knew that I should probably have over 1 million subs.
Oh, okay. So you're an ungrateful cunt. Good to know.
But YouTube would never allow people to do that because they'd be flooded with my videos because the system sucked. So when I got this, it was almost like a slap in the face. Like, wow, 100,000 subs, but I have 10 million views this month. Do I care about this? Of course not. So I kind of just put it away.
And by the way, I bet YouTube picked up on that energy way back when, which is why now, 15 years later, Phil, when you've got people who are like, YouTube is proud to announce that we've had this 15-year partner. God damn it, Rancher, give me 2 seconds. YouTube is proud to announce this person has been on YouTube for 15 years, for 10 years, for 5 years. And there's Phil. What about me? YouTube executives are like, isn't that cunt that we were like, we gave him his 100,000 button and he was like, yeah, but I get more views. I don't really want to recognize him. I really don't. We can't kick him off? There'd be a fucking rebellion. From who? They already give him all his money. Fuck it, fine. We won't kick him off, but we're not recognizing him. That's probably what's happening, Phil. Darkside, thank you for the 20. Bro has said it, but now I'm going to say it in my own fashion. Phil, you, sir, are entitled to nothing except the air you breathe and a right to exist. Incorrect. He needs to apologize to every plant he sees. The schlub, as you put it, saw what you did, said, I can be better, and in fact, we're better. Yeah, I agree with everything except he has an entitlement to air. I disagree. I think he needs to apologize to every plant that he sees. I'm saying. But yeah, otherwise, yeah. They should demonetize him. Phil isn't an asset to YouTube. He is a tumor. Tumor's too kind of an analogy. I'm trying to think of what else I could state. I just don't know. But tumor's just too nice.
And never really cared about it, right? But now, 15 years later, you look back and you're like, any time to put away the sour grapes, right?
I quoted this.
Times back then, things were insane.
All right, so to be clear, you piss Phil off. Phil has a grudge against you. How soon can you expect forgiveness from Phil Burnell?
Any time to put away the sour, 15 years later, you look back and you're like, any time to put away the sour grapes.
15 years. That's when you can explain or expect it. You can expect, maybe I've been sitting on this for a hot minute. And because of that, yeah, I'll go ahead and forgive you. 15 fucking years. You know what happens at 7 fucking years, Phil? Do you know who forgives people faster than you? The credit bureau. The credit bureau forgives you of your bankruptcies after 7 fucking years. The credit bureaus are nicer than you, Phil. How fucked do you have to have credit bureaus be nicer than you? Also, we have over 100 people watching, so now I'm going to gift out 5 members because I can. Fuck you. Go faster. There we go.
Legalize membership bombs.
Search and destroy.
And Kaylee Kislick, Dank Tank, Paul J. Brazel, Austin Cross, and Soul Blade Hero. Congratulations! You got my first 5. You are now bound to me.
Right? Times back then, things were insane. Getting a crazy amount of views and money based on the performance and everything. And, as upset as I was about every little nitpicking gripe, obviously things were good. I mean, it's what started my life as an independent person and creator rather than relying on a 9-to-5 job where some boss.
Oh, Dr. Detractor, you're already bound to me. Calm down.
Pushed me around and mistreated me or didn't value me as an employee, which was happening pretty much everywhere I ever worked. And so now I look back and I'm like, I was stupid. I was immature.
What's changed?
Definitely was not grateful, I feel.
Brother, what has changed? You just said, oh yeah, I felt this way. But here's why I felt this way. Because I was getting more views and I was doing more stuff and I was better. These people were worse than me. I was better. But I used to be immature and I used to think that I was better. Dude, you just said you were, but you haven't changed.
For the things that I was given back then. And I know that now, but like they say, hindsight's 20/20. Back then, if you watch my videos, I'm always complaining about something or feeling.
And I'm waiting for the change.
As I said,
hey, G McFly, what's up, buddy? Been a member of the newbies now for 6 months. Thank you so much, my dude. I really appreciate it. I recently have, it's about this time every month, I get about 800, not 800, I'm embellishing, obviously, but I'll say anywhere between 5 and 10 YouTube receipts where it's like, Google thanks you for your transaction. I'm like, fucking what? What did I just spend money on? And I look and it's like, oh, you just re-upped your membership to Lord Diaz and H-Bomb and King Jad. It's like $2 here, $5 there. I'm like, oh, okay, well, fuck it. Never mind then. But yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that.
entitled back then. Remember, I thought my shit didn't stink. I was like,
You still do.
oh, I'm the big YouTuber. I'm the big gamer. Everyone knows Darkside Phil. And therefore, how dare you say that I should change anything or improve, right? I know better than everyone. Like, that was my.
Do we need to bring up the suggestion box? Do we need to just, like, play it back for you? You guys don't understand. I've been doing this for insert number of years. I know better than you. Okay? I know better. Okay, so what's changed, Phil? Like, explain to me how you have self-reflected in any way, shape, or form. At all.
My attitude back then, which, by the way, was a very bad attitude to have. Nonetheless, I had it.
Soul the Kaiju. I'll go ahead and flag that. Once again, my friends and I thank you for helping spread word of this charity. Go ahead and sum that up one more time for me, Soul the Kaiju. I'll throw it here on the main screen. But throw it in chat. What's the charity? How can we help you? How have we helped you? Just throw it in there.
So, it's cool, I feel, all these years later, to actually still have this and now be able to put it as part of my set. Now, will that be a permanent part of my set?
No.
Maybe, maybe not. It's definitely, of all the things that I have here, I would say the two permanent things should be this frame with these cool animations and maybe that button. But we'll see. We'll see how people react to it this month, if people even care or whatever.
One, nobody cares. Two, the fact that you tried to make this story about you being a victim, about not having 1 million subs, no one cares.
I'm very curious what people will think, if they like it or not. It is a piece of YouTube nostalgia and history, being that it's the old play button you can't get, and very few people actually have this button anymore.
Oh, look, it's rare, and yay, because now Phil has it.
Because most people who were back then that big actually retired. I'm one of the few people who still do.
And Soul the Kaiju, thank you for posting that up. The link, which I'll go ahead and pin that here real quick. Let me pin that. Pin the message. Boop, there we go. It's been pinned. The pinned message is a charity for Alzheimer's. All proceeds going directly to the charity, helps people suffering, caretakers, and looking for a cure for Alzheimer's. So, Soul the Kaiju, thank you very much. Always happy to try and help out. Well, G. McFly, I think you don't care about Phil. I don't think you don't care about Alzheimer's. I just don't think you're that cold. Or maybe I have Alzheimer's and I forgot. God damn it, that was kind of dark. I apologize and fuck. Okay. Maybe I should quit. Maybe I should quit the internet for the day. God damn it.
Do it to this day daily. So there you go. So anyway, what do we actually have in the background this month? Well, we kept the ghost, okay? And the reason I kept the ghost, quite frankly, number one, it actually looks really good on camera. With my new camera setup and everything, HD camera picks up the color well.
Bullshit. You needed a place for the crown.
I actually think that the Ghost Pac-Man light looks really good. And it's actually a really good place to put the crown.
Called it.
So I thought, that pops. I'll keep that on camera for this month. And Jade did request that I keep it on camera back on Friday. I said, all right, you know what? We'll keep it for the month. We got Sonic hanging out behind me here as well in the background, right below the mic, fits perfectly. New animations refreshed. You'll see over the course of this month. Not only do I have new animations for the podcast, but also for other streams, in between and stuff. I've refreshed it with brand new stuff. Brought back the nice
Jesus Christ, Dapper
little mic prop that you guys liked from a few months ago. And we brought back the Vault
Gout Boy. Don't you say Vault Boy. That's Gout Boy.
Boy bobblehead from Fallout. So again, very minimalist, not crazy, but a good set.
Cat's a bobblehead. On Tyrone. I'll see myself out.
Something to look at, and it looks good with the background. It pops. So there you go. All right. And it's
we're on to the next one. DSP scams Dents out of the 100 goal reward. Wait, what? He scams him out of the 100 goal?
$1.37, and that's it. No message. So thank you, whoever. Well, thank you, Adam. No message in the tip though, but I appreciate that. Okay.
I may have to boost this one. It sounds a little quiet.
$1.37.
There we go. That's better. Maybe he was away from the mic.
23. So what we should really do, let's get caught up.
Well, and don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with Duty. I know there's a lot of stuff going around about how he gives Phil money and there's this conspiracy and that conspiracy. I haven't seen anything definitive, but even I will say even I will say, no disrespect, duty, none, that even for me, his titles can be a bit baity. But I've come to expect that, and I try to read between the lines. So does he scam his dents out of the 100 goal reward? I don't know, but I'm still using his clip.
All right, because Friday was wild, right? First off, as I start up the stream on...
Hey, H-Bone, what's up, baby? I like the new voice. I don't know what it is, but it reminds me of like some like headmaster that's like way too excited.
Friday, a longtime fan drops an insanely huge contribution of $1,600 as a tip.
That was Thomas. Say his name, Phil. Thomas, the man who had to private his Instagram. He had to private his Twitter. Apparently, they found out his fucking Facebook because your dumbass, when he gifted another 50 fucking memberships, said, Thomas just gifted 50 members, thereby confirming the profile was Thomas.
Which skyrockets us in the goals, right? We were at 87 goals, or was it 86? It was 86 or 87 when we started on Friday, and immediately we jumped like 10 goals. It was like, what the hell? Obviously,
what the hell? Nobody saw it coming. It was just like, guys, I got $1,600. Anyway, let's move on.
I didn't expect that. No one expected it. So we ended up doing DSP Tries It, Burger King's How to Train Your Dragon.
I swear to God, if somebody dropped $1,600, I would gift out. I'd be like, name a game. Have them name it out, and I'm buying 10 copies of that shit, and it's going right back to the fucking community.
Menu, right? The entire menu. No one thought that was going to happen. I mean, that was crazy. I thought...
No, and that's the thing, Bear. Hold on. Bear says, no, to be fair, Thomas said his own name in chat before the member bomb. That is true. He did. But, wait, in chat. He said it in chat? Oh, I stand corrected. Okay, so technically Thomas doxed himself. Okay, I see what you're saying, Bear. You're right. See, Phil, this is called being wrong. You can be wrong. You know, you can think one thing, realize that you're incorrect, and be like, oh, I was wrong. You know, it happens, Phil.
Probably we'd be doing How to Train Your Dragon maybe tomorrow, actually. So that was wild, right? And now what's happened is we're kind of chaotic because I announced that morning that I'm doing a marathon for the Switch 2 launch on Friday, which we're going to talk more about.
G McFly, the only thing that you are supposed to do when you get $1,600, I couldn't even think of like an amount to clarify to make it sound absurd, so I'm just going to go with the amount. The only thing to do to really show your appreciation and value for $1,600 fucking dollars, you know, 3 PS5s, 3 Switch 2s, 3 Xbox Series X's, a halfway decent gaming rig. The only way to truly express your gratitude, G McFly, is to eat Burger King on camera. Because it's the only way that you can show gratitude is by Burger King. Oh, this gun barrel tastes weird.
This morning, I have lots of details to give you. I think you guys are going to really like. Well, because of that, all right, now all of our goals and rewarding and everything is so confusing.
Oh God, that's why it sounds weird. I forgot to bump him. There we go.
And here's why I say that.
Oh, that's better.
So as you know, every 10 goals hit, we're doing a reward. Well, we hit 10 goals. And
I'll have a good one, Decidious.
By the end of Friday, we were at 99 out of 100 goals. Shit. Right? Like, it's confusing.
Shit.
I'm a scat man.
Like, uh-oh. Obviously, we weren't expecting that, right? We were thinking, oh, maybe we'd hit 100 goals by the time that, the Switch 2 comes out. We didn't think we'd be at 99 right now on the first day of the week. So what we need to do, all right, what we need to do is, essentially, we need to figure out what we want to do for goals and rewards, etc. Now...
What?
The thing was, I was going to say, hey, let's do this Switch 2 Mario Kart Marathon for 100 goals. But then I was thinking, I should just set that in stone anyway. Like, I shouldn't tie that to goals. I should treat
You're pulling the birthday shit?
it like I did with my birthday marathon.
Oh, you fucking cock.
Hell is wrong
where we're just going to do a marathon no matter what. That way we can 100% coincide it with launch day of Switch 2. So if that's the case, then what the heck are we going to do for 100 goals? And that's actually what I wanted to talk to you guys about on Friday.
Okay. And?
But then this giant contribution comes in and propels us, and now we're at 99 out of 100 goals.
Okay. So what are you going to do?
Let's talk today. I'd say today, let's not go crazy. Let's just figure out what should we do for a 100 goal celebration. Should it be a DSP tries it? Should it be something?
Are you fucking kidding me? A DSP tries it?
Something different? I'm down for whatever, but we just did a DSP tries it. And for the record, with this marathon on Thursday, I'm going to be ordering out again to eat.
I tell you what, how about this? How about DSP fixes it, right? And you show the contractor that has skill fixing your master fucking bathroom.
I'm not going to be cooking, or my wife's not going to be cooking that day.
Wait,
so we already had on Thursday. I'm going to be ordering out again to
I'm going to be ordering out again, okay?
eat. I'm not going to be cooking, or my wife's not going to be cooking.
I'm not going to be cooking. Or my wife's not going to be cooking. She's gone, isn't she? Yeah. Yeah, you're never going to see that cellulite again. Them folds of fat have just started jiggling off into the wind. She gone, isn't she? Yeah.
That day. So we already have a day when I'm going to be ordering out this week. So do we really need to do another DSP tries it in the middle? No.
Yes, because you fucking owe it to your god. Yo, not that I bind my tier 0 goals to actual money, but let's say for the sake of argument I did, right? Hold on. And we'll say for the sake of argument that at 150 of whatever the goal is, insert goal here, don't care. That's when I did the Omega Big thing, right? And so we get to 150. Yay! We went to 150. Good for us. I'm going to do the thing. I don't know what the thing is, but I'm going to do it. Okay. And then Dapper wins the lottery, right? And so he purchases 150 additional goals, right? Just for funsies. Guess who owes another 150 thing? What? I'll give you a hint. It's me. Because that's how it works. You don't just get to say, oh, well, I already did a DSP tries it, but you guys gave me $1,500 too fast, and therefore I am now immune from having to do it again. Fuck you, Phil. Fuck you.
So then what should we do? Right? Like, I don't know.
I actually have several videos, Erie, on in the gym rats that are lifty videos for members only.
So I would love to hear any ideas. Okay.
Master Betty.
Okay. And what do you guys think? Try wine and cheese, says King Ferb. Well, here's the problem. I like ideas, but I've already started my streaming week. I went out yesterday. I can't go buy stuff. I can't go to the, what I mean? Like,
no, I don't know what you mean. I'm gonna need specificity.
I can't just stop streaming, go to the liquor store and start buying liquor.
Why?
And bring wine and cheese back.
Why?
I'm already streaming for the week. So
what? You're vapor locked? The fucking iron bars have come down. You can't leave the house?
Oh, I don't know realistically, what we could do here for a reward. Like likely today between Night Rain and Minecraft tonight, we're probably going to hit a goal. But then people are going to say, well, what's the reward at 100? Well, I don't know because things have happened so fast. How could I possibly figure something out?
You could have planned. Oh my god, I can't with this fucking asshole. Darkside, thank you for the 5. You're 100% right, bro. I retract my statement about him being entitled to air. He does not deserve it. No, he does not. This motherfucker. Guys, how am I supposed to go get wine and cheese? It's not like I have a vehicle that I can literally drive to a liquor store in under 10 minutes and then drive to a local grocery store in yet another under 10 minutes, purchase these things, and then drive home. I live literally at the bottom of the ocean where no stores exist. I am SpongeBob, except there's no stores down here. I have started my streaming week. How do you expect me to get up from the bottom of the Atlantic? Oh, wait, no, I live in Renton. No, I live
Legalize
in Renton,
membership mobs.
Search and destroy.
Dr. Detractor, thank you sweetheart. Saul the Kaiju got one. Rocky got one. Legit trash. Why do these names crack me up? Got one. Mob Mama and Super Turbo E-Bag. Okay, I may have to change my name. To Super Turbo E-Bag. Thank you, Dr. Detractor, you absolute sweetheart. We don't deserve you in the detractor community. I don't deserve you. You're just the best. Thank you so much.
Right? So I don't know. Let's figure it out. Let's chat today about stuff and figure that out, like what people would like or what we could do. I don't know. I don't know what to do because it just all happened all at once. Like, here's what I was thinking. Before we hit this crazy amount of goals on Friday, what I was thinking was,
I thought I smelled smoke.
so we would hit 90 goals. All right. And then we would do DSP tries it like Sunday, Monday. And then what I would say is, let's hit 100 goals by Thursday and we can plan out whatever food it is that I'm going to order to eat on Thursday. And it doesn't have to be fast food. If people said, oh, a certain cuisine, like, why don't you try Korean? Why don't you order a pizza from a different place?
Why does it have to fucking be food? This is the third time he's at 100. $40 fucking $5,000. Thousand even, with an L. $45,000 fucking dollars.
Why don't you do that? And I would just do it. And we'd have that as part of the Mario Kart Marathon celebration on Thursday. See? But you guys would be a part of it. And it wouldn't be, oh, trying a new product from fast food. Unless you guys wanted that. It could be whatever.
Nick Jammies. Hold on. I'm going to bring this one up to the forefront. We need to squash this. All right. There has not been a stream ever put on where the streamer has successfully given out Amazon gift cards, codes to Steam games, codes to GOG games, codes to Microsoft games. It's never happened, not once in the history of ever. So I don't know why you think this precedent exists, like that somebody can just give shit away like that. Yeah. I mean, I did it literally 3 days ago, but not that, Nick Jammies. Okay, I'm not going to let this slander. Okay, I'm not going to let this slander stand. Okay, giveaways are not possible. Okay, because it only rewards the one person unless you bought several codes, in which case then, multiple people could get it, and depending on how their speed and their dexterity, they have a better chance, or you could copy paste it, or you could even just give one out via email if somebody really wanted the game. But no, it's not possible. Okay, and it's not like Duty Streams is getting ready to give away a Switch 2. That's not possible. Has this bit gone on for long enough yet? Have I made my point? I think I've made my point.
But now I'm just don't know what to do.
Thanks, Nick Jammies. Because I agree with you, man. He could do a giveaway.
I'm just kind of like, well, what do we do now? I don't know, because it all came all at once, right? So let's talk. Let's try to figure it out. And Zangief says, why don't we do a trial run of the Cologne reviews for the 100? Because people are assholes. That's why, Zangief. Because people are complete, dickheads on the internet.
Wait, what? Why can't we do Cologne? I thought you wanted to do Cologne.
And they think that they could try to treat me with mass disrespect, and then I'm going to give them.
It's your first day on the fucking internet? What is the... They think they can treat me with mass disrespect.
Because people are complete, dickheads on the internet, and they think that...
Listen to the fucking ass rape that he feels from the disrespect. You can hear it. You can hear it in his voice. Listen.
They could try to treat me with mass disrespect, and then I'm going to give them stuff. Well, I'm not. So I had an idea for the Cologne reviews. To be honest, I didn't think the Cologne review was going to be a very serious thing. I was going to try to ham it up and make it funny, but I thought it would still be informative for certain people. And I said, let's do it, right? No, everyone wants to make fun of me, say it's the worst idea I've ever had, and clown on me. So now people can fucking kiss my ass. I'm not ever going to do it. It doesn't matter how much it's the worst idea I've ever had, and clown on me. So now people can fucking kiss my ass. I'm not ever going to do it.
But
it doesn't matter how much
I was tired of talking to them and they were what we call a 220, kind of mental.
Thank you, Internet Aspect Group, for the 220. This is so good. This may be one of his best bits in a while. You got to give away BSP signed empty game boxes. Wait, Wait, do I have empty game boxes? Fuck, I might have to. I might have to do that. That would be fun. Because the irony would be great. What would be fantastic is like if I did it like as a competition or something like that, what I'd do is I'd slide a 20 in the game box and be like, yeah, so now it says, you know, Broside Phil would be like the first time I ever wrote my fucking internet handle. And then I'd throw a 20 in the game box and just be like, yes, a game is on its way to you. And that's all that, or sorry, a game box is on its way to you. And that's all that's on its way to you. Nothing else. Fuck, I may have to try and do that. And I'm sorry, I gotta hear it one more time. This butthurt is just, it's like fine wine.
Dickheads on the internet, and they think that they could try to treat me with mass disrespect, and then I'm going to give them stuff. Well, I'm not. So I had an idea for the cologne reviews. To be honest, I didn't think the cologne review was going to be a very serious thing. I was going to try to ham it up and make it funny, but I thought it would still be informative for certain people. And I said, let's do it.
Informative? Okay, you know, I've already been through it. Let's go.
Right? No, everyone wants to make fun of me, say it's the worst idea I've ever had, and clown on me. So now people can fucking kiss my ass. I'm not ever going to do it. It doesn't matter how much they ask for it. It's their own fault. They ruined it. You know, you could have had me doing stupid cologne reviews that would have been funny and everyone could have had content, but instead they had to be dicks and toxic morons. So now you get nothing.
Oh shit! I didn't
and it's your fault.
That
You have no one to blame but yourself.
I didn't realize that in my humor I moved the window around. But fuck it. But fuck. God damn, that's weird. Everybody, I feel like we're getting radar indications that a strike may be coming. So please do take shelter. Everybody, take shelter, please. There's a strike incoming.
Legalize membership bombs.
Search and destroy.
There's my 10. There's my 10. For the month. I always give them away as fast as I possibly can. Preposterone. Now with preposterous amounts of testosterone. Preposterone. PNW Night Horse. God damn it. Who else? SD Snack Pizza, big ups on the name, and Elena M86 all got memberships. Congratulations, you were my 10 minions for the month. Well done.
Fault. They ruined it. You know, you could have had me doing stupid cologne reviews that would have been funny and everyone could have had content, but instead they had to be dicks and toxic morons. So now you get nothing. And it's your fault. You have no one to blame but yourselves for being disrespectful shitbags.
Show me on the doll where the internet touched you. I want to know where the internet touched you, Phil. Jesus fucking Christ, you petulant child.
So I'm not going to do the cologne review. I refuse. Okay.
Oh, hey, WPIG, thank you for the raid, man. I just saw that come through. I'm sorry, you guys may have missed the best bit of my whole show. I did not know that he went full, I don't know, 4-year-old when it came to critiquing his cologne. No, I'm not gonna do it because people treated me with mass disrespect.
And that's correct. I am much nicer now that I met Kat, because before I met Kat, I actually would have told you how I really feel.
Wait, so you're more of a bitch internally?
Right now, I'm definitely padding it.
So wait, you're feeling some kind of way above this fucking needing ice to cool the butt hurt level that you already are? Dude, this is not a flex. This is sad. I mean, I'm laughing, but this is sad.
But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Oh yeah, and dissension. Hold on. I did bring this up earlier. Yes, so my browser does have the issue with it as well. If I use my YouTube Studio, I couldn't gift memberships. I actually have to watch my actual stream. It's muted in the background. And then in that chat, I could use my gifted subs. I could gift them out. So I've gifted out my 10, that means I can close this window and save some memory. But I gifted out my 10. Phil's just dumb. And he hit his one roadblock and he was like, well, then I'm not even going to look into it anymore and see if I can gift it out. No, he just, it wasn't easy. Okay, I'm going to stop. That's Phil.
Anyway, so let's see. Let's get some ideas. And by the way, not insulting to you, Zangief. I mean, it's a good suggestion, but I'm just not going to give these idiots what they want when they treat me like dirt. So.
But I thought you didn't care about the trolls.
Well, too bad. Yeah. So let's see. Dark Maggot says, "What about Cologne reviews as shorts?" I don't like YouTube shorts. They're awful. YouTube shorts are a waste of time. They really are. Like,
I mean, he's asking for it. It's obviously not a waste of time to your viewer.
They don't work. They don't help your channel whatsoever. I just don't see the point. Like I said, it was an idea. I liked it. These idiots wanted to be toxic. They're not going to get what they want now. So I'm just not going to do it. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. AKA he doesn't get money. Dude, this is
okay. So
this is sad.
Please give me your feedback today.
Except for you, Zangief, who gave me the feedback about Cologne. That feedback, while valid, I don't like it, so fuck you.
What would you like to do for 100 goals hit? Because likely we're hitting 100 goals today. All right. And obviously it's not going to be something we can do immediately, but maybe what we can
I recommend 45 ACP taste testing.
Do, let's plan it out. Let's see what you guys want. And then maybe over the course of the week, we can figure it out. Maybe it's something I do during the marathon on Thursday. I coincide with it. Now, if we hit more goals, let's say we hit 110 goals this week, which we might, we could go back to the old formula.
Are you leaving the old formula? Because all I've heard him talk about is he's going to do a DSP tries it. He's going to do the Switch 2 unboxing, which I hope his order gets canceled and or somebody like drills through the fucking Switch 2 just to spite him. Like whoever it is that was supposed to deliver whatever they were supposed to deliver gets wind of Phil shit talking and they get to deliver that Switch 2. So they just drill through it. That's my hope of hopes. But sorry. So I had food, then Switch, then he talked about more food, then he talked about gourmet food. So he's talking about returning to form. He's talking about returning to what he used to do. What are you returning to? It's food again.
Oh, say DSP tries it or whatever, okay?
Yeah, DSP tries it. A job application.
In fact, for those who don't know, this coming Friday is Summer Game Fest. And Summer Game Fest is beginning at 2 p.m. Now, everyone wants to see me live react to it, which is kind of shitty because it means I can't really stream much gameplay that day. So what I'm going to be doing is probably no podcast on Friday, gameplay, and then around 2 p.m., live reacting to the summer.
Remember, everybody, 6 months ago, 8 months, a year at max, right? Phil, you should skip the podcast and get right to gameplay, reviewing, whatever. Guys, I can't skip the podcast.
Or Game Fest. But then after that, I'm going to do kind of a recap reactions. So I'm going to be streaming late. And then after that, I might just like maybe we do a DSP tries it that day. And we have to figure out what that's going to be, right? Maybe. So let's figure it out. All right. Let's talk over the week. Let's get ideas. I'm very curious what you guys would want as get ideas. I'm very curious what you guys would want as maybe something to coincide for the 100 goals, but then also something for DSP tries it next as well. Okay. So we got to figure that out this week.
By the way, his RGBs are actually, I hate them. I absolutely hate his RGBs. Everything about the fucking blinkies in the background, and I don't know where to fucking look. It's actually starting to perturb me. It's like, please use a solid color or use like a breathing animation where it slowly changes things or something, man. Like just put this whole blink here and blink there and yeah, his keyboard is a fucking flashbang. Like the fuck, man. Tone it down. You know, it's not, you're not trying to draw people into your bar with neon lights or some shit.
Bucks. All right.
Hold up.
Here's what they had to say. Let's get this.
Hold on. My browser hates to transition to 125, but let's hear this. Hold on. DSP does his best ignoring detractors by blaming detractors for his life failures. Oh, I know this one. I like it. Hold on. What pops into my head when someone says, I hope Phil's Switch 2 is busted or bricked?
For the love of God! For the love of God!
Damn! Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. For the love of God, please, damn, please.
Took $2. All right. Here's what they had to say. Let's get this on the leaderboard.
Hey, what's up, Ship Stationary Wrath? How you doing, man?
Here's what they had to say.
Keys.
It's funny watching 10-plus-year-old videos of you and your reaction to the original This Is How You Don't Play. All that overreaction from
No. Do I remember this part?
you over just saying that Phil is bad at Metal Gear Solid 2. I feel like if that happened today, it'd be so different. Because, like, when's the last time you ever mentioned This Is How You Don't Play? I feel there was a certain irony where you kept mentioning
this is a LARPer. This has to be a LARPer.
This is how you don't play back in the day, and that caused people to actually learn about it and watch it. Yeah, so here's my perspective. 10 years later, you know what they say again, hindsight's 2020, and you look at the situation. So there's 2 reasons why I reacted that way back then.
You were an immature cunt, and that's reason 1. And then reason 2, your ego couldn't take it. The end. Can we move on?
Okay, one is a very bad, very stupid, very ignorant reason, and one is a very valid one.
Anybody put money out there that both of them are just as invalid as the other?
The first reason is I thought my shit didn't stink. I thought I was this big popular gaming YouTuber.
You still do.
I thought that I worked harder than everybody else.
Bitch, you still do. You constantly talk about how you're him, how you're different, how it's these people are lazy and I'm the specialist boy ever. You do that now.
And therefore I deserved respect. And how dare someone make fun of me?
Bitch. It is. I did this sequentially. I checked the time codes prior to setting up. This is after it. This is after he was like, oh yeah, people want to give me mass disrespect. And therefore I'm not gonna do the Kelowna. So let's hear this, right? You're gonna antagonize people, or you're gonna say that people give you mass disrespect and that you used to claim you needed respect?
First reason is I thought my shit didn't stink. I thought I was this big popular gaming YouTuber. I thought that I worked harder than everybody else, and therefore I deserved respect. And how dare someone make fun of me? Now, I'm not saying, oh, don't watch my videos and laugh at them, because a lot of the times in my videos, I purposefully overacted. I mean, in that...
No, dude. If I brought the StarCraft stream online, okay, people are going to laugh, and it is not going to be for reasons I wanted them to laugh. It's going to be because, oh my God, how pathetic is this fucker? I can't believe he got this drunk on stream. How embarrassing, right? And I definitely don't want that. That's why the video doesn't exist anymore. I take that back. It's never existed. The video doesn't exist. Shut the fuck up.
MGS2 playthrough, I was constantly insulting Hideo Kojima for a reaction. I didn't actually dislike the guy. I just wanted people to have a reaction because that's what got me popularity and views back in the day. It was that shock value kind of stuff. Oh my God, he just won't stop insulting Hideo Kojima. We got to watch more, right? So it's a difference between you were watching that footage on my channel or you were actually watching some...
Yeah, well, actually, Farrell, that's actually worse for me. I don't know if that makes sense.
One who had the audacity to make fun of Darkside Phil. Now, keep in mind, over 10 years ago was a lot of different times. This was around 2012, 2013-ish. So at that time, most people were laughing with me, not laughing at me.
No. I mentioned this in my most recent video. You were in a desert and you were shilling piss water, okay? 50% piss, 50% water, but you were in a desert and people were thirsty, so they were like, I guess I'll take the piss water. And then when competition came in that was selling clean water, they let you go. They were just like, no, I'm not drinking piss anymore. And as a matter of fact, they laughed at you for selling them the piss water because you advertised it as the greatest water ever. You advertised it as this stuff tastes the best. It is the best. You don't even know how good it is. Then they actually got a taste of clean water and they were like, this asshole really thinks this stuff is good. This guy, wow. And they started laughing at you and you couldn't deal with it.
I wasn't known as this clown on the internet that everyone liked to make fun of and deride. I was actually respected in the YouTube gaming community as one of the biggest YouTubers.
Ooh, pause game on point. Is it just me or does it look like an index finger is about to pop out of his mouth? It does. It looks like somebody is a puppet and an index finger is about to pop out of his mouth. You can't convince me otherwise.
People came to me for advice. People who now today are much bigger than me used to ask me for help back in the day on how to break out on YouTube or how to properly manage their channel. This happened all the time, okay?
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
So now you might look from that perspective and be like, that's ridiculous. I don't believe you. But that's how it was back.
There it is. You might look at it now and be like, I don't believe you.
So for me, I was very big-headed. Okay, I was very big-headed. I was very stupid. And I thought, how dare this person make fun of me?
And you still do.
And I think that's, now today I look at it and I'm like, what an ignorant, stupid way to take it. If someone went out of their way to make an hours-long montage video, obviously I'm doing something right because it got...
No. Hold on. I'm going to let you finish your thought.
Went out of their way to make an hours-long montage video. Obviously I'm doing something right because it got their attention. Even if it's a negative attention, it still got their attention.
Yeah, and that would be fine, kind of. If you could deal with it, you can't.
So what I should have done was laughed with it. And
but you didn't, because you can't. Your ego would not allow it.
Probably started doing my own crap, referencing it in a positive way in my own content.
Yeah, but you still, technically, you still could do that, right? Or you could reference the absurdity of it, like I do with my previous bad shenanigans from my first fucking year. Oh my God, could you imagine if I tried to defend half the shit that I did that was fucked up?
Right? Then it would have brought more attention positively to my content. But instead, I was so upset that someone would make fun of me. Now, there is another factor to it that actually was more rational. And here was the other factor. You have to understand that...
Yeah, better bust out the ukulele, Phil.
13 years ago, my only source of income was ad revenue on my videos on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
Which was directly tied to the number of views that I actually got. Okay?
Hey, what's up,
I didn't have any crowdfunding at all. I think at one point I did have a PayPal open that I got like $100 a month on. Something, it was ridiculous. It wasn't any significant source of income at all.
What?
Okay? I didn't have any crowdfunding at all. I think at one point I did have a PayPal open that I got like $100 a month on. Something, it was ridiculous. It wasn't any significant source of income at all.
Dude, I know people that would go absolute ape shit if they could just make $100 extra scratch on the side. I know people that would be a night out with their, oh my gosh, we can finally stop having fucking hot dog tomato slices and hot dogs without buns, and we can go and have one night out at a fucking pizza place with the family for $100. That is not small. Like, I get kind of what he's saying, that it's not a substantial amount. Like, you couldn't sustain yourself on $100 a month. I get that, but it presses down how much $100 actually is. And it is. I'm sorry. It just is. $100 is a significant amount of money. I don't care how much. If you're a bajillionaire, no one is going to say no to $100 fucking dollars.
Okay. It was all ad revenue from YouTube. It was like all my eggs were in one basket at that time. Okay. I wasn't live streaming, none of it.
He's lying. He added the PayPal link under his videos a year before he was fired from the helicopter company. People gave him money to buy games with like 2008, 2009. What a surprise. Phil's a liar. Whoever could have seen that coming.
So because of that, I looked at this person without my permission, taking my videos and editing them
fair use. Okay.
Into their own form of content, and they were getting big views.
Okay, so that's called jealousy, you petty bitch.
And the way I saw it was, listen, they should be asking me for permission to use my content.
Yeah, except fuck you, parody, eat my ass. Well, fuck it, I said it. I'll give you the long one.
I'm a scat man.
Because that's my copywritten content.
No one cares, Phil.
And what's sadly going to happen is if this kind of activity continues, this is going to take views away from me. This is going to take attention away from my channel. People are going to want to watch the negative deriding.
Is anybody else hearing this in the background as he talks? Is anybody else hearing? Because that's what I swear to God, is my grandbaby crying? No. No, she's sleeping. Okay, no, I don't know. I don't know what I'm hearing. It's weird. It's weird.
Activity continues. This is going to take views away from me. This is going to take attention away from.
Ira, first of all, why are you gay? Second of all, thank you for the 2. If someone made a montage of me, I'd hire him. Dude, no lie. I keep hearing about people like Gundam and Ludwig, right? He's like, oh, I'm Gundam's editor. How the fuck did that happen, right? How the fuck at what point do you get to a level that you're like, I need an editor, and then 2, how the fuck do you find one? You know, but I'm not saying I got that kind of clout. Fuck knows I don't. But just that stuff in the back of my head, the back of my mind.
You fucking gay bitch.
WWE champions time. But no, I've thought about that. I've been like, wow, at what point would I want to start looking for an editor? You know what? But no, not Phil. No, this is how you don't play. Is going to take attention away from me. So better bitch, whine, and complain.
My channel, people are going to want to watch the negative deriding version of the content rather than the original content.
Yes, because the negative deriding shit is fucking hilarious.
I'm going to see a big views dip, and this is going to hurt my bottom line for my business.
Correct. Because you're insufferable, and he's hilarious.
I was absolutely correct. That's actually exactly what happened. People stopped watching my raw content and instead just waited for someone to
take the lesson. Phil, the lesson here is not, oh my gosh, I'm a victim because somebody took my content and they're going to go watch him. The lesson is, that's fun. I'm not. I need to be fun. I need to be positive. I need to make out positive content, which is kind of true, kind of not. You just need to be entertaining, funny. You need to bring the funny. You need to bring the energy. You need to bring the fun, right? This is how you don't play did. It was absurd. It was over the top. It was hilarious. But it was that over the top in that way of, holy shit, we can't believe this guy is this way. Not your over the top of, whoa, I drove off the side of the road. Whoa. That's not funny, Phil.
To make a this is how you don't play of the latest playthrough I did, so my views plummeted. 100%. I was very massively negatively affected by this is how you don't play.
And there was much rejoicing.
If I didn't change my formula up to be a live streamer and a crowd-funded individual, I would be bankrupt completely and irreparably today.
Real quick, and I meant to, as soon as I heard this, because I remember hearing this part, if I didn't change my model to be crowd-funded, I would not be blah, 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 blah. Okay. GoFundMes and whatever else they are that are crowd-funded endeavors. They're not eternal. They've never been eternal. They've been singular goal creates output product or solves problem, right? So you've got people that do GoFundMes for, I have, God forbid, a cancer surgery, right? And so they set up a GoFundMe and they say, we think our bill is going to be $90,000. You know what they don't do, Phil? Crowdfunding. They don't ask for another $90,000. They get their crowd funding, their funding, and then they either do the thing to make them feel better, or they produce the product to make the money.
I am the pinnacle of male fitness. I can stand up from a chair.
You're cutting out the make product to sustain self of the crowd-funded model. You don't just constantly go back and say, I need more money, I need more money, I need more money, I need more money. That's not a business model, that's a charity. I'm sorry, maybe I'm completely off base here. I don't know. Dissension, thank you for the 2. He can't fulfill the needs of his audience or his wife. No, hold on one second. Sorry, something in my throat. So since I said something in my throat, I obviously... And then secondly, fulfilling the needs of his audience, no, he can't do that. If you look at it in that he allows Tyrone over, you could make the argument that he fulfills the needs of his wife. I'll see myself out. Yeah, step 1, beg. Step 2, meh. Step 3, profit. Exactly. Crowdfunding is supposed to, yeah, it's a Kickstarter. It is a way to spin you up, not sustain you. Zombie fan, steal hero teals. Dude, steal the tier 0 tips idea. I think it's fucking hilarious because eventually I will supersede Phil. It's just a matter of time. Whatever his streak goal was, his vest streak, I will eventually beat him. It's a matter, and I'll get to brag about it. I steal it. Steal all my ideas. I don't care.
Seriously, like I wouldn't be able to make any profits. It's crowdfunding that allows me to make profitability.
Fuck. I need to hear the whole thing because I'm gonna continue on this. And I know I've already beaten it to death. So it's so dead, it's cat dead. You know, a dead horse.
Crowdfunded individual, I would be bankrupt completely and irreparably today. Seriously, like I wouldn't be able to make any profits. It's crowdfunding that allows me to make profitability today. You know, right now, take a look at what happens. I turn on my live stream. Someone has already clipped something from this stream and uploaded it to their channel before my live stream's offline. That's illegal. Like, that's copyright infringement. My stream's still on.
So prosecute it or shut the fuck up. Okay?
Online, you clipped and put a clip up. You broke the law. You cannot do that. Okay?
Prove it. 1, prove it. Or 2, take action. Okay? Stop being a little bitch and take action.
But
isn't that the same motherfucker that does the Xbox Live React?
The boat to school?
Or the what are they called when like Nintendo does their reveals and PlayStation does their reveals and stuff like that? Doesn't he do that?
I'm not rich. I can't slap all these people with lawsuits. So imagine today if I relied on sole ad revenue when my YouTube channel brings in 500,000 views a month. That's true. DSP Gaming only brings in 500,000 views a month now.
Okay, 500,000 views? I feel like you should be getting a fuck ton more than like nothing for the live showcase, the Summer Game Fest, that stuff.
Because they steal all my content. Everyone watches my content on other channels before they watch it on my own because everyone illegally clips and uploads it first before I even can.
Ira, thank you for the 2. It's not infringing. It's a TOS policy. Right. And yet he's still unwilling to do it because he knows the negative press it would get him for being a whiny bitch.
And how fucked up is that? Where did that practice begin? This is how you don't play. Taking my content.
I can stand up from a chair.
Russian Milk Bear, thank you for the 5. Tism going to the moon. Now, are you talking Phil or are you talking me? Either way, it might be accurate.
Out of its raw form,
thank you.
Making it something else and putting it on the channel without permission. Now, as we all know.
Right here. I remember this vividly, and Jesus Christ, will the mailman please go away so that Kilo, Fenrir, and Spock can stop barking? I am begging you. Please go away, mailman, because I can just hear the bork, bork, borks. Pay very close attention to the fucking acid in his voice as he goes on to say, this is technically
I can
legal.
Stand up from a chair.
Soulblade Hero, thank you for the 5. Phil did try to profit off of This Is How You Don't Play on KO Gaming. It failed because aside from being heavily watered down, he wanted to pay people with exposure. Yeah, did he try and fucking lock it behind a paywall, or did he like offer, yes, you can make it This Is How You Don't Play, but you have to give me money? He did something scummy as fuck. I just can't remember what it is. But listen to the acid in this motherfucker's voice when he talks about how this is technically fair use.
Raw form, making it something else and putting it on the channel without permission.
And yes, that's
now,
their name.
As we all know, in the last 13 years, all the laws and everything have been hashed out. We know that This Is How You Don't Play is actually legal. All right, it is. As long as you're adding commentary and criticism to it, and it's not just raw gameplay with nothing over it, it's allowed. I would argue that the original This Is How You Don't Play's perfectly 100% are transformative works. So they would be allowed today legally. There's no problem.
They would be allowed today. Back then, you were bitching a fit.
These other people who literally just clip me out of context with no commentary and criticism and no
big ups to Raw Phil.
Editing, just, hey, it's just...
And by the way, they edit. I'm sorry. Until I hear adding both chats and timecode is not technically transformative work. I need Meth Bear in here. I'm sure he'll tell me there's case law that already says this. But until I hear that adding the chats, adding the timecode, adding how many is watching, adding the member count, so on and so forth, is not transformative work, I'm still going to say it is. I just because I want to be that petty asshole. Silent Weapons 3, thank you for the 5, says those fake This Is How You Don't plays Phil tried to launch on KO Gaming sucked cock. Wait. That's what he tried to do, Soulblade Hero? He tried to make his own This Is How You Don't plays? Oh, those would have been fucking awful. I bet you those were fucking unfunny as shit. Actually, I'm positive they were unfunny as shit because they're Phil.
Oh, yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Today, I don't give a shit about anything anyone says or does about me, as you know, like you say.
Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Button got pressed a few times.
You said in your tip, well, you don't bring up This Is How You Don't play anymore. No, I just don't bring up any negative stuff anymore. I don't care.
Yeah, he doesn't bring up any negative stuff anymore, ever. People treated me with mass disrespect, and that's why they don't get to hear my cologne takes.
Because if I did, my entire day would be bringing up negative stuff, because that's how it's been. That's how toxic the world has turned against me, because they realized, hey, being toxic to Dark Side Phil is profitable for me. I can make tons of money making fun of Phil, even though it's illegal.
No, it's just fun. It's fun and funny. Like, I'm having fun doing this. This is a blast for me. I'm going to have to go to a meeting in 3 hours that is going to be boring as shit. I'm going to have to wake up at the ass crack of dawn to lift, and that's going to suck. Don't get me wrong, I like working out, but it's still going to suck. Working out when you're in the middle of it can suck sometimes. You know, tomorrow's fucking leg day. Fuck. You know, this is fun, Phil. You know, fun where you're actually happy.
So I'm not going to sit here talking about it, fighting it, bitching about it all day.
As he talks about it, fights it, and bitches about it.
I've got positive content to make, and quite frankly, the viewers who are here who like me don't give a shit about the toxic idiots. They would much rather never hear about it. And that's what I've learned, so that's why I just ignore it and don't bring it up anymore. And I'm very successful doing that. If you haven't noticed, I make a ton of money.
This is right here. This right here is why the crowdfunding model, you should be done. You should no longer need crowdfunding, okay? If you needed crowdfunding to spin you up to get a streaming PC to handle the quote-unquote load of high-def games, okay. I mean, obviously he should have had that already, but hear me out, If you needed crowdfunding to get a camera that was better, you needed crowdfunding for X, Y, or Z, at some point, Phil, crowdfunding goes away. And it should be the product itself. Your entertainment value should stand on its own merit. And if it doesn't, you need to get another job. Okay? Because right now, as you brag about how I make good money, I make great profits, I do this, I do that, but then beg, the question becomes why? Why do you need to beg if your entertainment value, your product, would stand on its own?
I'm very profitable. I hit goals, but I also get to do what I love. And that's the way to be successful, is to ignore the nonsense. What's happened is this bizarre toxic ecosystem has just evolved around me. And even though I'm at the center of it, I'm no part of it. I just want you to think about how weird that is. I'm a man in a bubble, but I have nothing to do with the bubble.
You created the bubble.
I just ignore it because it doesn't benefit me. It's just really there because they're all leeches. And the day that I don't stream is the day they can't make a buck, right? So just imagine if, like,
why are you closing your eyes like you're in pain?
Like, I got really sick, or, you know, I broke my hands, or, you know, what if
I got to think about it one more time, guys. I'm gonna slow it down here real quick. Hold on. Phil, give me them hypotheticals again and speak real slow, baby. Come on. Tell me about those hypotheticals.
If, like, I got really sick, or, you know, I broke my hands.
Don't give me hope, Phil. Don't tease me. Don't tease me, Phil. Oh, that just makes me feel some kind of way.
Oh, you know, what if I got a car accident, right?
Stop teasing me. Just make it happen.
Think about that. What would they do? They'd have nothing to do. It's bizarre, isn't it? But
I don't know. I'd probably do push-ups until my arms fell off on camera just as a celebration. I don't know.
That's why I don't bring it up, you know? And you're right. If back in the day, I hadn't brought up This Is How You Don't play in the way that I did, the very toxic, negative way that I did, number one, it probably wouldn't have blown up. Number two, probably there wouldn't have been a viral movement to go against Dark Side Phil and make money doing it. And number three, maybe, just maybe, things would have been a lot better for me. And, you know, to this day, I would have been seen in a positive.
Gay bitch.
Yeah, it's almost like all the people who were like, Phil, you know, you take yourself way too seriously. Phil, this isn't as big a deal as you're making it out to be. Hey, Phil, maybe stop thinking you're entitled to respect and recognition and love and that you're the specialist boy ever. Maybe all those people who were telling you that, maybe you should have listened to them. And Phil, let's do a fun little thought experiment, right? You should have listened to those people way back in the past, right? Now you have a whole bunch of fucking people telling you begging is not a business model, or perhaps save your money, or perhaps don't spend it on WWE champions. Mayhaps you should listen to these people.
Light, I would have still been a big YouTuber. I wouldn't have had massive crimes committed against me every day. But
what the fuck was that laugh?
YouTuber. I wouldn't have had massive crimes committed against me every day.
I need an adult. What the fuck is that?
But, you know, again, I've said this all along. My journey has been a unique one. I am one of...
Look, he's the specialist boy ever and a victim. Whoever could have seen this coming.
The actual innovators of being a full-time content creator and gaming creator. There was no blueprint of someone who had done it before me of who was successful.
Right. But now you have people like Doug who are, you know, a bajillion times more successful than you. And I don't know, have you tried learning Python? Have you tried learning scripting? Have you tried learning anything that like you could do to like make your streams more? Oh, no? No, that would take effort and talent. Fuck. Man, yeah, you really are up Shit's Creek, aren't you?
At all. None. Zero. So I was just winging it and trying to find my own path.
Get it, myself. Okay, the layers of that joke, myself, touche, well done.
And do it my own way. And I made a lot of mistakes along the way. This is definitely one of them. 100% definitely one of them. So, okay. I received a $3 tip.
You get it? Mr. Burnell.
What's one piece of advice or criticism from the past that you
wish you
listened to back then? And what's the biggest misconception about you?
Well,
the biggest piece of advice or criticism would have been to just chill out and roll with it. Like, to be honest, some of the things...
I gotta find my goddamn siege tank thing. Wrong one. Will that make it go away? No. I gotta find it. I suck. I suck at this. Where's my video bits? Video bits. Siege tank. Stop playing. Fuck. There. Okay, we're good now. Sorry.
Things that have happened to me that really could have ended been to just chill out.
Sorry.
And what's the biggest misconception about you? Well, the biggest piece of advice or criticism would have been to just chill out and roll with it. Like, to be honest, some of the things that have happened to me that really could have ended me because I just chilled out and rolled with it, they blew over.
Oh, wait, like what? What did he chill out and allow to blow over? What?
You know, my incident is probably the biggest of all of those.
Wait, hold on. I had to have misheard that.
Out and roll with it.
Not back it up. Hold on.
It's a misconception about you.
Hold on.
Well, the biggest piece of advice or criticism would have been to just chill out and roll with it.
Yeah, so he did say that. He's okay.
Like, to be honest, some of the things that have happened to me that really could have ended me because I just chilled out and rolled with it, they blew over. You know, my incident is probably the biggest of all of those, where if I had been so upset that it happened and tried to be defensive about it and all of that.
Dude, you said that you were shaking your leg. You went on Twitter and was like, no. I didn't do the thing, guy. I didn't do the thing. I was shaking my leg.
It probably would have been the end. But because I rolled with it, it didn't even affect me in a negative way at all. It actually ended up being a net positive, as stupid as that sounds.
Yeah, no, really, definitely a net positive. You have stickers of your O face, probably on someone's water bottle somewhere. Definitely a net positive.
You fucking gay bitch.
Okay.
Scratching his leg, that's what it was, yeah.
In my opinion, if I had been more mellow back in the day and just rolled with everything and didn't take it so seriously, like I said, I took This Is How You Don't Play very seriously at first.
And you still, to this day, take literally everything way too seriously.
I think things would have been a lot different. But, again, you don't know. You know, you just don't know at all.
Yeah, he's the definition of failure to launch.
Now, what's the biggest misconception about me? I don't know. Because here's the craziest part. I don't know what the misconceptions about me are anymore because I don't pay attention.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and specify. You sleep in separate beds. You spend money on WWE champions. Your house is in fucking shambles. You have no savings account. You have no 401k. You have no plans for the future. Your car is probably running on the same oil that it has run for the past 10 years. Yes, and I know that the car isn't 10 years old, but I'm still going with that. Let's see, what else? You DoorDash everything. You're fat. You're unathletic. You're fat. I feel like I mentioned that one already. You have no strength. Oh, and you're fat. Oh, and no family and no friends. True. Memon, true.
You pay absolutely no attention to any of them. They're so insane that I just don't care. So I couldn't answer that question. I really have no clue. You know, some of the longest running misconceptions continue. People still think that I blow all my money on mobile video games.
You do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
People still think that I have a bad relationship with my wife. No, I definitely don't. It's actually quite the opposite. But that
definitely don't. It's quite at least one indicator in there of deception.
That's the thing. I'm not going to talk publicly about certain things, and then people just get these crazy ideas in their minds, and then they roll with them, and then they become manic about it, and then they all believe stuff that's completely false. But I don't know what it is because I don't pay attention. And then sometimes you guys will come and start spamming them.
Yeah, it's complete confidence right here, Zephon, 100%. As a matter of fact, Phil, I get a quote, and I think it was a great philosopher who said this one. I don't know his name, but I'm going to actually, there's a recording of the phrase that he uses, and I'm going to try and embody this quote. She's fat!
Memes on my stream, and I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm like, huh? And then they're like, oh, what do you mean? You know what we're talking about? Like, no, I actually don't. I have no idea what crazy fucking obsessed
But that
manic
was if I was tired of talking to them and they were what we call a 220, you know, kind of mental.
Doc, what's wrong with my liver? It's fat! Followed by, it's gay! My liver is gay and fat! You have a fat gay liver, Phil!
People on the internet are talking about today, I don't pay attention to them. You know, I got better things to do than worry about what a bunch of crazies in that bubble around me are saying today. I have my own content to make to be, you know, successful, that's positive and not toxic drama nonsense that they talk about all day. So, like,
dude, I tell you what, those leaked DMs, I still can't believe that motherfucker tried to pass that off as a W.
Here's the deal. Yesterday, I was away from the internet for most of the day. Okay. I was out and about with my wife having a good time. I guarantee you yesterday, because I wasn't streaming, it was controversy drama city for these people.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking. What does that mean? It was controversy drama city for the he was out on Saturday, right? That was his day off. What did I do on Saturday? Oh, I mowed the lawn. I mowed the lawn. I weed ate, whatever you want to weed eated. I had 2 cigars. That was that was a good day. Mowed 2 lawns. Fixed up some shit around the house, fixed some gutters, vacuumed. Let's see, what else? We went shopping. We went out to eat. What drama controversy stuff? What? No, I don't think I did anything controversial.
I guarantee you yesterday, because I wasn't streaming, it was controversy drama city for these people. And they were spreading all kinds of lies and misconceptions and nonsense about me when I was out having a good time with my wife all day. I'm living life. I'm enjoying myself. I'm having a good time. They're the ones who are sitting on the internet all day going crazy. Again, mania, manic behavior. That's the best way to describe how they are.
Dude, I was filing Jira stories all day. Calm the fuck down.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. What he did for their anniversary. It's just a day.
Let's see here.
I did like King of the Ring. There were some absolute bangers on King.
So Big Larry Gaming took the buck with a bunch of information about Mario Kart World. Okay. He's got a whole bunch of game information. Let's see what he has to say. So he says, I was rewatching your reaction to the Mario Kart World. I want to clarify some concerns. Okay, let's see.
Oh, sorry. Oh, was that's the end of it? Yeah. So that was the end of that one. We are now on to the last video, you guys. Unrecorded beg segment. But before we get to the last unrecorded beg segment, I have a gift. I have a gift for you all. I have been turned on to Sora. And Sora, I gave it a prompt. I gave Kat her happy ending. and it's out on the Twitter if you want it. But I gave Kat her happy ending. I don't think they made Phil fat enough. But, you know, they get to walk off into the sunset, kind of, because it's gray, overcast, so Washington, very, very accurate. I thought this was sweet. I also thought that I was an enormous piece of shit for throwing this into an AI and actually having this come out. And at the same time, I'm really proud of it, okay? I don't know why, but I am stupid proud of this. God, what the fuck is wrong with me? Oh, shit. I'm sorry. We can go back to this now. I had to get that out there. I've been holding on to that for a hot minute.
Remember something. Tonight, if we hit the support goal for American Truck Simulator, I have committed that I will purchase a driving wheel and pedal set so that when we play this moving forward, I'll basically be playing it like this, like with the pedal right here and, you know.
The pedal right here as he points to his feet, no one can see. Never mind. I don't want to look at your feet.
You know, just the steering wheel right here. I don't know how it's going to work because it might block the camera. Maybe I'd have to turn fully like this and face like this. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how I pull this off because I don't even know how these wheels are. I have no clue.
This wasn't a dream. Have you ever watched something, heard something like way early in the day, and then later on you're like, no, he didn't say that. I didn't hear that. That was a dream. If this is what I think it is, this man is about to complain. I wish I was making this up. Please, God, don't let this be a dream. Otherwise, I'm going to come off as sounding unhinged and psychotic. This man is about to complain that having your hands up on a steering wheel would fatigue him. And it's not as fun as playing with a controller, because with a controller, his hands can be more down towards his lap and it won't fatigue him as much. If I'm right that if this is a dream, I'm going to feel really embarrassed.
How these wheels are, if they're any good, or how they, someone said, oh, does it mount to your desk? I was like, I don't know. I didn't look yet. But, you know, I said, if we hit the goal tonight, I'll look into it. We'll figure it out. And what we'll do is I'll take suggestions of like models to look for and go in there. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm a little worried about the pedal because I don't really have room. Like, I'm looking the way this desk is, there's not really a lot of space for a pedal. So I don't know how I would really do it, you know? Well,
so maybe it was a dream. Fuck. I'm sorry, guys.
So yeah, if we hit that goal tonight, that's in effect, and I'll be taking suggestions and looking into that for our next stream. Perhaps I'll have one. We'll see. Raygun Bush, how are you over on
Maybe I was wrong.
What?
Maybe it was a dream.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. I think they're gonna. The rumor is they're gonna announce Forza Horizon 6 at the Xbox Showcase on Sunday. That's the rumor. So if they do, obviously, if I have a driving set, you know, that would be pretty cool to be playing a driving game. But again, see, here's my concern. It's all well and good. It's all fun and games until you realize that using that accessory, even though
I was right. I was fucking right. It wasn't a dream. I'm sorry. I'm excited. I'm sorry. It wasn't a dream. It wasn't a fucking dream.
More realistic, becomes not as fun as using a controller. Because here's why. Oh, I have a controller. I'm going to play a video game. You notice something? I'm relaxed. The controller's on my lap. My arms are in a natural position. It's not like, oh, I'm going to play a video game. And now I'm driving like I'm actually in a real car. And now my arms are upright the whole time. And now it's like you get worn out. It's not as fun, you see?
I only heard it. I didn't see it. I was in the shower. I didn't see it. Oh.
The controller's on my lap. My arms are in a natural position. It's not like, oh, I'm going to play a video game. And now I'm...
I'm sorry. Oh, God, I got tears in my eyes.
And now I'm driving like I'm actually in a real car. And now my arms are upright the whole time. and now it's like you get worn out. It's not as fun, you see.
I'm sorry.
But I'm down to try it. You know, I've never done it before. I've never had like a flight sim sticker set up. I've never had a wheel for a driving game. So I'm willing to give it a shot. We'll see how it goes.
Now you're out, Zeno. All right. Sorry, dude. Have a good one.
You fucking gay bitch.
Let's see.
I cannot believe this man actually did that. I honestly thought I had dreamt it initially. I really did.
See how it goes tonight, guys. Let's support tonight's stream.
Sorry.
Plus, earlier today, I hate to say it, it did not go well at all with Blueprints. It seems like Blueprints has completely fallen off.
And there was much rejoicing.
We barely had anyone on stream. People were completely ignoring me, so it was like I was playing the game by myself for half the stream, and we barely got any support at all for Blueprints. So it might be the end of that playthrough. We'll see. It sucks because I'm over 40 hours in, but it's been
so just finish it, man.
Such a long game. So we'll see. Okay, let's do some shout outs. First of all, Mozzie tonight with a $5 super chat says, I was at Target today. I saw tangy ketchup Doritos. Made me think of you and thought maybe you would like them, but let's hit that goal. I don't know. My wife, actually, while we were out the other day, wanted to try. We were at we were at World Market, is it called? Is that where we got them? Yeah, I think so.
He has a new 3-strike system? No, Bear, I didn't see that.
World Market. This is a place that has all kinds of stuff from all over the world. They have a giant snack section. And my wife had seen, she was looking for like a light snack that wasn't like chips. And we saw these rings, like fried like rice rings or whatever, but they were ketchup flavored.
Not chips, gets chips.
I'm like, oh, so you think it'll taste like an...
I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills, the electric bill, the internet bill.
Joshua Claude, thank you for the 20 on Phil's stupid YouTube button. No one cares. In fact, that means you should increase your quality. I'm a certified welder. All I got was a pat on the back and weld all kitchen duct on site, on top of running my own jobs. Yeah, I gotta tell you, his YouTube button thing, it's a nothing burger for me. I'm not impressed. I don't know. Good job, you know. Yay, I guess. Whatever. I don't know. Wait, no. Gallows, you gotta be... Well, first of all, Joshua Clown, thank you again for the 20. Gallows, you gotta be fucking kidding me. The arm thing is the same excuse he used to explain why he never played PC games with a mouse and keyboard? Are you serious? It's 4 buttons and a mouse. You're using the mouse anyway. I don't know. Yeah, fucking exactly. Siwok Dev hit it on the head. The YouTube play button has 0 value, none, unless it's next to that ACE certification placard or certificate. Then you know he's a baller.
Onion ring with ketchup. So we got them, and we tried them together, and we both were going like,
you know what? Just without comment, I'm just going to leave it there. I'm just going to leave it without comment. Y'all can screen grab it if you want. Cat takes her pants off. No. Bad bro side. It's bad.
All it tastes like is ketchup and salt. There's no onion flavor at all. There's no rice flavor at all. It's like you just filled your mouth with ketchup. Like you just squirted it in your mouth, and that's all you have in your mouth.
I could have pressed the goddamn button like 10 times in there. I got to do at least one. Hold on.
Things or whatever, but they were ketchup flavor. And we're like, oh, so you think it'll taste like an onion ring with ketchup? So we got them, and we tried them together, and we both were going like, all it tastes like is ketchup and salt. There's no onion flavor at all. There's no rice flavor at all. It's like you just filled your mouth with ketchup. Like you just squirted it in your mouth. That's all you have in your mouth. I was like, oh, I didn't know that's what it was going to taste like. We wouldn't have bought it then. So
there we go. Okay, I feel better now.
Tangy ketchup Doritos, I don't know. How much you want to bet it's going to be more of the same, where it's just going to taste like you squirted ketchup right into your mouth? Why would you want that?
Salt.
The whole idea is that ketchup has a vinegary flavor, right? And it accentuates the flavor of what you're putting it on. It complements it. It doesn't...
I got to hard stop the stream here real quick. I'm afraid I'm going to need your research notes here, MRC. Why do you know that?
Not.
Okay, I'll let that go. Okay.
Overpower it, or else why are you eating it, right?
Oh, experience.
So I guess it's
Late.
I don't know if I'll try those or not. I don't think so. Okay. I received a $10 tip, our first tip of the night here.
My.
From Chris. Thank you to Chris for a $10 contribution.
Super Bonchon got one deleted. Hold on, let's see if we can get that rebuilt. Can we get it rebuilt? No. Damn it. I hate it when they come through deleted already.
Happens. I don't know if I'll try those or not. I don't think so. Okay.
Jorge. Oh my.
I received a $10 tip.
Vinegar taste of ketchup.
Our first tip of the night here. From Chris. Thank you to Chris for a $10 contribution tonight. Let's get that started on the tips end. Very good.
Mr. Burnell.
Cheers to you, Chris. Thank you so much. That gets us up to $15 of support so far. We've got Itzy. What company are you most hoping to see a big announcement from? I don't know. Again, as I get older, I just don't care particularly. I just want some.
There's nothing quite like
The
hearing.
man who must say, I am the king, is no true king.
Ice, thank you so much for being a member of the Rats for a month. I'll be making a video on why Phil is getting destroyed in Night Rain, because there's a lot of things he isn't doing, and I'm not sure his stream works. Now, sometimes videos lend themselves, or the post video, I call it post video, format lends itself better to certain shenanigans he pulls, and sometimes streaming lends itself better. I think.
Why is there a Dom DeMonco here? Am I supposed to ride the Dom DeMonco to school?
I think that today streaming was better, but thank for the content I'm covering. But thank you, Ice, for being a member for a month, man. I appreciate it. Now, what was I about to say? Let's find out. Back, please.
What company are you most hoping to see a big announcement from? I don't know.
That's right.
Again, as I get older, I just don't care particularly. I just want something.
So this is his stream. He's supposed to be informing you of stuff. He's supposed to be having hot takes or takes of any type whatsoever. Hey, man, what are you really excited for? I'm not. Are you looking forward to anything? No. Does anything excite you? Burger King.
Thing good. And sometimes it's just so really hard to get anything good out of these events anymore. It just feels so boring watching them. So I just hope that I'm not bored for hours on end. That's all I care about.
What the hell is wrong with you?
If you are bored for hours on end, welcome to being a member of your audience.
Do I have an air fryer? Season some chickpeas. You'll never have highly processed snacks. We have one, but it's one of the really small, shitty ones. You can barely fit anything in it. It's so hard to clean. You know, it was a gift many years ago that we got, and we were like, oh, good, we'll try it.
What do you mean it's hard to clean? Are you scalding shit inside your air fryer?
We tried things in it, and it was all right. Like, we tried french fries and stuff in it. We thought it was okay.
Bitch.
But it was such a chore to clean, and you can't
You soak it for 5 fucking minutes.
even fit that much in there. That was just like, I'm not going to bother with this shit. So, yeah. So we don't do it anymore.
Yeah, it got gifted? No, he bought that shit.
Chickpeas are pretty good. I like things that are made from chickpeas. Like hummus and stuff is pretty good. So
Cleaning air fryers is not robust and chill.
good evening, Tommy. How are you? Cheers to you, Skyheart.
Sky.
Really? You're getting married this week? Wow. Congrats.
One of my last nights as a single man. I'm getting married this week. God, I hope you haven't given Phil money.
Well, good luck with all of that. It's probably going to be a big to-do. And if it is, enjoy. If it's not, if it's a more simple production like my wedding was, you can also have a great time like that. So no matter where it goes, how it goes, hopefully you have a good one.
Yeah, because you didn't have the money for a wedding because you spent all your dent money on a plane ticket. Never mind. Just
do I like the Hall Effect controller better than regular controllers? Well, Itzy, the thing is with the Hall Effect controller, I think that the benefit isn't necessarily, it feels more precise in the control of the thumbstick. I think it's more that it doesn't wear out.
Hey, Roachbait, happy birthday.
Isn't that what people say?
Hold up. And now everybody, and a 1 and a 2. Happy birthday, man. As you know, being 59, you know that birthdays after I think it's 21 have no value unless they are a 5 or a 0 birthday.
Baby chick.
And the 5 birthdays have less value as they go up. So 25's okay, 35's okay. I think 45's about where it really falls off. 55 is kind of a special because I think that's the AARP retirement age. But really it's the 0 birthdays, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s. So you've got a monumental one coming next year. So don't let people, sell you short. They definitely owe you something good next year. This year? No. You get nothing. I'm assuming you're a man, so you're definitely entitled to nothing.
Ball effects never drift, never have an issue out over time. So that's really key change.
But happy birthday.
As for the controller itself, I like its feel. I like the weight. I like the RGBs. The battery life seems outstanding. Like everything about it so far, I'm enjoying. I don't know long term if it'll end up being better than say the Elite.
Dude, that actually kind of excites me. Like, how sad is that? I'm 41, and as soon as I read, I got a new office chair, my only thought was, oh, god damn. That's damn. And I'm like, when did this happen? When did I go from I got a new video game to that's awesome, or I got a new phone, that's awesome, or I got a new gaming console, that's awesome too. I got a new chair. Oh, no shit? No shit? What kind? Like, I'm actually invested. You could probably say the same thing about fucking socks to me. Like, I got a new pair of socks. No shit. What are they? They gold toe? Are they like, God, I'm lame. Don't get old, kids. It's not fun.
Two controller that I was using there for many months. We'll find out, but I think it's a nice controller. I'm enjoying it.
You should definitely have a 10-hour marathon, Roachbait.
There you go. Cydia says you should get
and tell people about your $700 quiet goal and your $1,000 what do they call stretch goal. Definitely do that.
Fire easy to clean. I spray mine with hot water and soap. Done in under a minute. Yeah, ours it was small. It's like a small container, so it's actually real hard to get in there and clean it. It was more of a pain. It took more time to clean after cooking than actually cooking. So
okay, so you burnt something.
That's why we're like, wow, we're not using this anymore. Over time, the magnets in the thumbsticks will break, but that's about it. And I'm sure it will. This was not an expensive controller. I believe the person who donated it said that it was like a $50 controller, something like that, roughly. So it's not ultra expensive. It's not some premium $100 controller. But for what it is, it seems pretty nice.
I mean, way to be ungrateful, I guess. Is this a podcast?
Get a good round of golf today? Good for you. I heard golf can be very relaxing if it works out in your favor. Okay, we're going to begin soon. Give it another couple minutes to get more people on because, wow, attendance is terrible. Hopefully people actually show up for this considering they've wanted it every week and supported it every week and said they wanted it again and they were going to hit the goal so that we can get this accessory. Hope so. Like I said, I want to bounce back. Earlier today really sucked with Blueprints. It was very disappointing that basically all of the interest in Blueprints has dried up.
I guess that kind of speaks to you as a streamer, doesn't it?
It was funny because we played for over 90 minutes and almost nothing happened. Then all of a sudden in the last 20 minutes, it was like we solve a mystery, we discover a new room we've never been in, we open we solve one of the big puzzles, and we're like, whoa, all at once at the very end. And it seems like that may be how Blueprints is moving forward. It may be a lot of boredom until that RNG thing happens that we're waiting for, and the next thing you know, boom, 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 big progress in like many different ways.
Dude, if you can't make the fucking game interesting, then yes, you need to move the fuck on. But it's not your fucking viewers' problem.
And so I want to play more of it, but I don't know. That was a dead stream. I hope that tonight we have a good stream.
Okay, and this is something else that bothers me. This is a good stream. The first stream I ever did, I don't remember. I think I got a super chat or two on there. Was a good stream. Now, obviously, I think I'm doing better now than my first stream. But if I did a stream where I got no money, good stream. I had people in the chat. They said hi. We talked. I streamed. That's a good stream. Just because you don't hit your fucking goal doesn't make it a bad stream, Phil. It's only a bad stream if in your mind it's a bad stream. And all you're telling people when you say it's a bad stream because you didn't hit the goal is that their presence, their viewership, their loyalty means nothing to you. And that's so fucked up.
Philip DeFranco, why are you asking about badge deals? You've never purchased a badge.
Wait,
so, you never...
Hold on. Badge deal per chance.
Why would you ask about badge deals? How about you leave it to someone who actually is interested? Instead of trying to speak on their behalf.
Yeah, he's not hitting the tier 0.
Hey, boy, good evening. How's it going, man?
No.
Not really interested in any sports games right now, Mozzie, but long term, I might. It seems like every 5 years I play a sports game. That's what it seems like. I don't know. But I think Mario Kart could be Game of the Year. I have no idea. I haven't played it yet. Can't speak to a game till I actually get to play it myself. I have received
Fanboys, woo!
Speak, Phil.
Speak, why don't you speak? Speak, why don't you speak?
Come on, let's get some kick support tonight, guys, because this week so far, it's been pretty slow on kick. I mean, take a look at
Why does anybody care? Why?
the leaderboard. Right now.
No. Legitimate question. Why does anybody give three shits as to how many members or subs or whatever you get on Kick? Why is that anybody's problem but your own?
Now, we've got literally 10 subs so far this month. We could do better than that. Tonight, let's get
Can we?
some Kick support. Who's going to be the first person to drop a sub on Kick tonight? Let's get it going.
I guarantee you it's going to be Lance Catamaran, or it's going to be another one of the fucking dentheads that drops 20, 30, 50 bombs. Because nobody, honest question, right? Why would you buy a fucking membership to DSP Gaming? Or a whatever the fuck it is they call it on Kick. Like, what do you get? I'm actually asking. Nothing? Because I honestly cannot think of a fucking reason. Oh my god, fucking talk. Oh my god. Dude!
Speak, why don't you speak?
Worst day to have a migraine? I would think any day is a bad day to have a migraine. Migraines are terrible. Migraines are absolutely awful. Come on, who's going to beat Mozzie right now on this leaderboard and top that?
Wow. We went from, we need kick support. What, 20 seconds of dead air? Right? I think it's a bad day to have a migraine. Who's going to give me money? You know what? I haven't even used it yet.
499 super chat. And who's going to top Chris with a bigger tip or some memberships? We didn't have any
Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money.
memberships at all yet this month. Let's get some varied support coming in, and then we'll boot her up and get started.
Speak, why don't you speak? Speak, why don't you speak?
Oh, good. It was just more continued dead air. Like, I honestly, I appreciate the fact that Duty Streams left like 5 seconds of solid dead air as the end to like really sell his fucking how his streams go. This was terrible. I mean, I had a blast, don't get me wrong, but the 4 clips that we went over, there is no excuse for him behaving this way. Like, none. There's out of context. What's out of context? There's no context. The context is you suck. What else could you possibly say? Oh, I got clipped out of context. Dude, no, we watched it. It was everything and then some. Who's gonna top insert support I already received here is incredibly disrespectful and ungrateful. The pig doesn't realize that, though. He's motivating people to give money, LOL. Yeah, so can I go watch Queso now? Yeah, go watch him, Morgana. I'm scrolling up here real quick. Hold on. If Joshua Klon, right? Joshua Klon was, oh, fuck, I didn't heard his super chat. Shit, I'm sorry, dude. Was the last super chat that came through. It doesn't matter if it was for 99 cents or $500 fucking dollars. If I were to say, who's going to beat Joshua Klon's super chat? Like, what does that mean for Joshua Klon's contribution, right? Was it just not good enough? Why do I need more? You know, what is the purpose of outing somebody? Hey, let's beat that guy. You're not going to have tip wars. You're not going to have super chat wars anymore, Phil. It's just not going to happen. Okay. So do me a solid, calm way the fuck down. Okay. And go get a job. Please, I'm begging you. But no, those are the 4 clips I have. Like I said, I know it's oh my God, only 2 hours. I feel like I'm shafting y'all. Late. And I mentioned it at the very beginning of the stream. There will not be a Friday stream. I have an appointment. I have behind the scenes stuff I'm doing. One of the things is actually a bourbon club. Yes, a bourbon club. But that's been scheduled. So yeah, it's all excuses now. Slimy people who already supported, for sure. You feel so violated for the show. I feel like I should not have said that. I feel like I have made a gross error in judgment by saying the shaft. What can you do? 2 seconds here, because now I've got to figure out a couple of things. Number one, who am I sending you to? Because I bet you there's somebody streaming right now, besides little old me. But by the way, does anybody know if Jad won bingo? I hope he did. Yesterday was insufferable.
Front-facing baby
and
chick.
he deserves to win a fucking bingo, like straight up. Let's see. So I got Raw Phil. Raw Phil's still going. It's only 4:00 here. It's not 4:00 at Phil's house. Okay. So fuck it. I'll send you to Raw Phil. But before I send you to Raw Phil, I've got to find where's my Biden video? Why can I never find my fucking Biden video? I swore I was gonna bookmark it and then I lied. There it is. Okay. Let me clicky. Get it set up. Pause. Okay. Wow. I didn't pause. God damn it. I hate it when I do that. All right. So yeah. Have a good night, Bear. Guys, I really appreciate you guys sticking around. Love doing the streams. Love seeing y'all. Hopefully we'll have a video or two out for you sooner than later. Can't promise nothing. I'm sorry. But I'll go ahead and send you to Raw Phil. Until next time, guys, what was the goal for a troll? Lift heavy, eat clean, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and don't be like Phil. Never fucking be like Phil. And until next time, guys. Bye.